Bad news is there's no chapter next week. Good news is we got Shanks in the cover page. Rebecca was used in this chapter to endanger Violet. You can even make the argument that Rebecca puts Violet in more danger than she would have been had Violet gone up to Doflamingo up by herself. That's an accomplishment, Rebecca. Violet was trying to get some kicks in. Doflamingo was blocking that shit like it was nothing. And so my conclusion is this. Either Oda is trying really, really hard to try and make Luffy look good, or he really, really hates Rebecca. Or it could be both. Kiros apparently had no idea that Rebecca had ran off, just like Cavendish had no idea that Law had switched himself away from the hill. Everybody's pushing. That hasn't really changed. And then Gotts, the announcer from the Colosseum, uses the opportunity to give a motivational speech, and that's the core of the chapter. A few additional notices in that he informs all of Dressrosa that the participant from the Colosseum named Lucy is actually Straw Hat Luffy, so now everybody knows who's going to save the town. And in an attempt to build up the suspense, the Colosseum fighters that were healed by Manchuri's powers / dandelion tears start collapsing. It's the chapter that starts the cheers for Luffy, except in this case it's Lucy, Lucy, Lucy. Less cheering, more pushing. And we get reminded that Luffy said that he's going to take out Doflamingo in one final attack. Now the way that Doflamingo's standing up right now and doing his thing, that has to be one mother of an attack. There's a part from Zoro that I thought was interesting. He says, if you don't, Luffy, we won't be able to hold out for much longer. Does that kind of mean that Zoro wouldn't be able to take on Doflamingo? Because I kind of don't believe that. But maybe it's because I don't want to believe it. But then again, we haven't seen much from Zoro after the time skip, so... And Mihawk, I know for a fact Mihawk would be able to take on Doflamingo, and Zoro trained under Mihawk, so I don't know. It's all hypothetical at this point. Anyway, a countdown starts to build up even more suspense. When it gets around 2, we see that Gotts has been fucking pierced. So there's more suspense and more anticipation for Luffy to recover. And just when Rebecca's about to slice Violet, although I think I remember hearing that Rebecca's sword has like a blunt edge, so I don't know if that would have actually hurt Violet, but whatever, she's about to hit Violet, and Law switches Violet for Luffy so that Luffy can take the hit on the head. Again, I don't know if the sword that Rebecca was using is blunt, has a blunt edge, but that makes it even more stupid. If she went up against Doflamingo with a blunt sword, Luffy takes the hit, the sword breaks. I don't know if he actually got hurt by it. I don't think so. I think there's like a thing that looks kind of like a stream of blood going down his forehead. I think that's just his hair. Rebecca, to me, she's kind of like the Shida Hoshi of the arc, except she can't control Sea Kings. Next week, I believe, well, actually, no, not next week, but the week after that, because we're on a break next week, will be the finale of Luffy vs. Doflamingo. One final attack from Luffy. I'm curious to see if he can still go back into Gear 4th after this. I think it's chapters like these that remind people that this arc has been going on for a very long time. Here's the thing. If I talk shit about this chapter, I know for a fact the next one is going to make up for it. Like, it has to. The same thing happened before Luffy activated Gear 4th. People were complaining, damn, this arc is going long. Like, hurry it up, Oda. The moment Luffy went Gear 4th, we were all riding that dick. So I'll just say this. This one and the previous chapter are not the best chapters in the world. We all know it. But, you know, the next one, man, the next one. Thank you for watching. Like the review if you did, subscribe to my channel, and comment. Tell me your thoughts.